Hi, and welcome back to 7th grade writing. I'm so excited to get us started on this project. I did this with 2024 last year, and I actually did this project when I was in 8th grade. So I cannot wait to dive into this and see what y'all are able to come up with. But the first of many end of year projects that we're going to be doing is called the HUMMS project. So HUMMS, I refer to that as HUMMS, and we're going to dive in a little bit more to figure out what does that actually stand for. Before we even do that, I want to go over the 3 objectives that you'll be able to do throughout this project. So in this project, you will 1. Analyze the importance of media in society. 2. Analyze how media create social change. And 3. Create a presentation related to a social justice topic of your choice. And ultimately, this project was just made for you and is going to be created by you. So this is your chance to get creative, pick your topic that you really care about, and I cannot wait to see your presentations. Let's get into this. What are HUMMS? HUMMS is an abbreviation for humanities moments. So when you're thinking of humanities, notice that root word, human. That means that humanities is anything related to humans. So what are some examples of humanities classes? What might be a class where you guys are maybe talking about people, referring to people? Those might be your ELA classes, so reading, and honestly, it could be reading from kindergarten all the way up till now, writing, history. You've taken these classes every single year, so y'all are actually learning humanities, which are college level courses. And I want us to think like, what type of topics are discussed or covered in humanities classes? Those might be information about social groups, current events even, some of the isms, so where we think of like feminism, racism, sexism, classism, all of those topics that we've covered in my class specifically are covered in humanities classes. And I want you to ask yourself, why is it important for us to learn about these topics? If I was going to answer that question, I would say these classes teach us about society and how to make positive changes to our world. If we understand the past, we are less likely to repeat it. So the main part of this project is going to be using media and sending messages through media. So in your own words, how would you define the word revolution? We've heard this word before, maybe in 5th grade of the American Revolution, but what is really the definition of that term? In a broad sense, a revolution is just a major change. Anything can be a revolution as long as it's bringing about change. And what is considered media? So if media as a social revolution, we really need to have a clear definition of media. Media is just a form of mass communication, so communicating with a bunch of people, where people can connect through different outlets. So art, social sharing apps like Instagram, videos, poems, songs, dance can be media. Media is essentially anything that is used to communicate a message from one person to the next. I want you to ponder on this question and really focus on it. How can different types of media be used to start a revolution or spread a message? How do we use things like Instagram, TikTok, even artwork and dance to start a revolution, so a major change, and spread a message? When I'm thinking of media as a social revolution, I'm thinking about what's going on in China with these protests where citizens are actually protesting against the government, saying that it's unfair that they don't get to have freedom of speech or freedom of press, and that the government actually sends police in to silence people. And so these protests of millions of people in the street are saying like, stop police violence and defend press freedom, defend newspapers, defend shows that talk about the news and allow them to say what's actually happening without fear of being imprisoned, fear of being hurt. So that's the way that media has been used to start a revolution, is even through photography here. I can't wait for you to start step 2 and for us to really dive into this project. I hope y'all enjoy it.